Greetings, Kev and Roger here, and you have been pulled into the black dimension. And as always, as I remind you, please, if it's your first time here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. And we're here to discuss the Netflix film Don't Look Up. What's going on, Roger?
What's going on, Kev? How you doing, my brother?
Yeah. All right. Uh, I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, doing great, doing great.
Yeah, all right. So we are here to review the Netflix film Don't Look Up. Definitely a good film. It was kind of a comedy slash end of the world apocalyptic story. Um, Basically, it's about I guess it was a scientist and a PhD student that they make this discovery is this comet, and they named the comet after the girl, uh, the character played by Jennifer Lawrence. Leonardo DiCaprio is a scientist, and what they were discovered about this comet is headed straight for Earth, and it was bigger than the one that killed the dinosaurs. So they knew they were looking at an extinction level event, and what would transpire throughout the film it was basically showing you what may happen if we were actually to face something like that in today's climate. Um, One thing I did notice right offhand is that people were doing everything they can not to accept the reality of the situation, and it was quite comical. What did you get from this film, Roger?
I'm gonna have to say this was one heck of a thrill comedy, but you know what? I caught some similar things. I honestly thought the movie was a brilliant movie. Um, the it definitely showed people having a tough time accepting and how certain people in power would have a hard time managing exactly what they wanted to do in this situation. So I thought it was a brilliant piece of writing, man. This was an excellent movie. I'm so glad I stumbled across it. I'm so glad I stumbled across this. I couldn't believe I hadn't heard people already talking and ranting and raving about this thing.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I think it got some kind of critical acclaim or really good reviews, and it was a it was. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was a film that when I first heard about it, I didn't particularly rush into watching, but kind of wish I did. But yeah, this film right here really showed like and I don't mean to sound harsh when I say this, the stupidity of humanity.
No, I think that's accurate way to describe it because there was definitely some forks in the road that people could have took, and we found ways to take roads that wouldn't be reasonable. We found ways to do
But like when old girl flipped out on the that TV show, they made her into a meme, like calling her a crazy lady. Even her boyfriend like tried to capitalize on it by calling her crazy, and I believe even writing a book about it. And and the only reason, like spoilers now, let me warn you guys, spoilers. And the only reason why they even attempted to do something about it is because the president herself got caught up in the scandal. Now, there was a female president in this movie, and if you ask me, it was not a very good look at all. I was like, wow.
What I mean, she took some interesting directions as president, and the fact that she would use a crisis to try to brush past the scandal. I mean, it in a way it's kind of brilliant. It's kind of what I'm saying. It's not the greatest look for a person to do, but in a way it's still kind of brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take all this negative focus off B, and let's put it on what we need to focus on. We need to focus on this celestial being headed our way.
Yeah.
So it was a brilliant move, but hilarious in itself.
Yeah, also, the title of the movie itself and how it was incorporated into the film, Don't Look Up, was a slogan that the president and her administration was using to basically try to deflect from what was actually happening. and the other they had an opposite in it. I forgot what they said, like look up or something like that. Please,
Yeah, look up.
yeah, and they and then people refused to look up until they actually had to look up. Once they saw that comment, they couldn't deny it anymore. But that's also a reflection of, I believe, what people would try to attempt in order to not think about the oncoming cataclysmic event that's going to end humanity. Now, like, seriously, if something like that were to happen for real, I believe, like, most people would react that way.
The reaction was, it was. I guess you could say it's eerie in a certain case, but it seemed so realistic. I mean, yeah, they put a comedic spin on it, but it did seem like realistic behavior. The way people are just kind of out of touch with reality sometimes. This seems like a very realistic way that people would handle such an event. And there was great things to do, but there was horrible things to do at the same time. Because we could protect and serve, or we could make a profit. And which one is truly more important? Even if the world may come to an end.
Yeah, I do believe wealthy people would try to wealthy people would try to capitalize and get rich off something like that. And I mean, like I mean, one of the funny parts is when they tried to send the spaceship up with all the nukes. And then, like, to me, like, I foreseen it in the film. I was like, none of this stuff is gonna work. None of it. It's like, it's like it's too early in the film. And then what else did they try to do? Then they went with that organization called Bash, which was owned by the millionaire with the real high, well, the billionaire with the real high pitched voice. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, and he definitely created a plan to do some interesting things to make a profit and help humanity as he was trying to sell a story. But you know, it, this but this is why I think the movie was kind of a brilliant movie because everything you needed to do was right there before you. They came quick. They had a plan that seemed secure. And they didn't even wait on other countries in the world to even help them figure out things. They just say, "Hey, y'all, we got this." So the way things kind of worked out to me is what made it a brilliant movie because they never. I mean, I know you say that you can see certain things coming, but they never really let you know how it was going to end. You had to get there on your own, which I thought was a very good thing.
yeah, and then at the end of it, Lady Leonardo DiCaprio, who played Dr. Mindy, went back to his family and they cooked up a hell of a dinner right before they all died. Um, and like the billionaire, the only thing he was right about was how like he had all these little algorithms and systems in place as to how exactly things were going to happen. The only thing that he was correct about was how the president would die. That she would get eaten by this strange creature, and they had a name for it. So, I mean, if the world were to end, do you think the wealthy have a contingency plan like that, as to put themselves in pods and shoot themselves off the planet till they found a planet that was Earth-like? And
What?
because the first thing I said when they landed on that planet at the end was they about to get eaten by something.
Bro, I mean, it seems like the wealthy would try it. I will I will say that I think the wealthy would try it.
And
But man, that was quite a long shot. A 22,740 year, if my memory is correct, long shot. So it was quite an idea. I didn't even think they was gonna have people actually make it to the other planet. I thought they was gonna do something crazy with the pods, the cryogenic pods. So I didn't know where they were gonna go with that. So I was actually surprised that people actually made it to another planet.
yeah, and like I said, people like it was funny, but as I was watching, I was like, these people are so stupid to the point where I was like, I can't wait for this meteor to hit the planet. It's like,
They don't deserve a planet.
I mean, yeah, they don't deserve a planet because like They were trying to warn them. They had every chance. They had every chance in the world to make a plan, but instead they wanted to try to silence the people who let them know at first. Which is something they probably would try to do. I mean, shit, and they, and in real life, I believe these two got off easy because they probably would have just put two bullets in their head and just called it a day.
Probably,
Yeah,
probably.
and then ruled it a suicide. But that it wasn't in the script. But yeah, I believe that this is probably closer to what would have really happened than anything. Now, let me show you the special guest appearances by Kid Cudi and Ariana Grande. I thought they was funny because if you listen to that song she was singing in the concert, she was like, "Get your head out your asses."
Well, if you're trying to warn an entire population about something they really need to do, I guess that would be the song to sing.
Yeah, but the biggest lesson I believe that this movie taught, like you said, it was brilliantly done. It was well written. Is that ultimately, I believe the underlying message is all of us are gonna have to face reality, and uh, in this movie, people went directly from denying reality to having to actually face the reality of what was coming. And by the end of the film, they couldn't avoid it because that meteor struck and killed almost everyone. And I say almost everyone because Jonah Hill's character actually lived. That man was the last man on earth.
But we don't know now. He reached out to social media now. You know, he
Yeah,
did. He was
yeah,
doing his thing.
yeah.
We out here, as he adamantly said. We out here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there's a grocery store that's still intact because if he probably end up, dead anyway. Yeah, or find some lucky young woman who actually survived and restart humanity. You know,
Well,
hopefully.
good luck to him. Good luck to him.
Yeah, hopefully for him it was a hot babe or something. But hey, whatever's necessary to carry on the human species. But anyway, if you have not seen this film yet and you're watching this broadcast, number one, if you got through the broadcast, we spoiled a lot for you, but go check it out. It's nothing like watching it, in real time. There's a lot more to the film than what we put out there. But the thing that I can definitely tell you is it's a great film, brilliantly done.
There is no way on earth you're not going to enjoy this movie. There's no way to do it. You would really
Uh,
have to find a new planet to not enjoy this movie.
yeah. All right. All right. So, anyway, do you have anything left?
No, that's what it is. You have to find a new planet to not enjoy this movie. You're going to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. All right. So, Don't Look Up is currently on Netflix. Hopefully, you get a chance to check it out. And with that being said, you have been pulled into the black dimension. Good luck finding your way out. Till next time.